Hello, hello. Welcome back to Chef and Son. All right, I'm your host, Chef Kyle. This is my wonderful assistant. What's your name?
Blake.
Blake. This is my son. He is amazing. Blake, what was the first thing we did today before we came into the kitchen to get started?
We washed our hands.
We washed our hands. That's always so important, isn't it?
So you won't get the coronavirus.
So we don't get the coronavirus. All right, so Blake and I today are making some homemade
Granola bars.
Right? So we're gonna put a few of our favorite things in there. So Blake and I love peanut butter, we love honey and maple syrup and chocolate chips and cashews. So we're gonna put a lot of good stuff in there and oatmeal as well. All right, so that's what Blake and I are gonna make our homemade granola bars today. So I'm gonna get started, but I'm gonna get Blake started. So this is a dark chocolate peanut butter. Okay, Blake, so I need you to measure me out a half a cup. All right, so you're gonna take this spoon and you're gonna put a half a cup in there. All right, so you start doing that and then Daddy's gonna start squeezing out. We have some dried cranberries, craisins. We got some craisins here that we did. And yep, you're gonna get it in there. So what I want you to do, Blake, go ahead and set that in here real quick. All right, so let's not be too timid. It's okay. All right, go ahead and put these gloves on. All right, so this recipe is really like a no-bake recipe. So we're gonna make sure we're working with gloves and clean hands most of the time. So you'll see Blake and I changing our gloves frequently or going to the sink to wash our hands because we wanna make sure we don't cross-contaminate with this ready-to-eat food. So whenever you have ready-to-eat food, looks good, go ahead and do one more.
Okay.
Do one more glove. So what you're gonna do, Blake, when you scoop this out, your best tools that you have in the kitchen are your hands, right? So you get a big scoop like this, and then you swipe it off with your fingers. And then you go back in there again, look how I'm holding my finger. And then you do it again, okay? All right, because with this, we're gonna get this heated up with our maple syrup and honey. All right, so we have some maple syrup and honey. All right, it goes on the thumb side there, buddy. All right, we have maple syrup and honey. It's about a half a cup, but we did half maple syrup and half honey, so a quarter cup of each. All right, so we have this pan here on low. Okay, and this is a good, expensive product, so we want to make sure we are using all of it. This pretty much is a full vegan recipe with the exception of honey. Apparently honey's not vegan on some charts, but anyway, good job, bud. All right, so we're gonna get this in here. Honey, maple syrup. You can do all honey, you can do all maple syrup. I wouldn't use agave. Agave is a little bit too liquidy and won't set up as nicely for you. All right, so Blake is having some fun over there. Keep going, bud. Almost all the way to the top. All the way to the top.
Okay.
All right, that's gonna come over here in our pan that we have going over here. And that's going to be what holds our granola bars together. All right, so we have that, Blake, and then once you get that going, I'm going to start on these craisins that have been soaking in our water for about 15-20 minutes. All right, and I just want to squeeze out the liquid. And all you really need today, and I'm just using the flat top griddle as a heating element, but you just need something, a small heater, a small pot and pan. And sorry, the gloves are a little big, buddy. All right,
Okay.
and then this is a food processor. So this is older model. They have some newer ones, some more up-to-date ones. Some of your bigger blenders have the food processor setting on it. Nope, not yet. You're not done. Keep going. So my assistant wants to lick the spoon, which, you know, I don't know a kid that would. Nope, not too funny. Get a bigger scoop than that, man. Show me those muscles. Been working on those abs over the break. Keep going. Yeah, so this is something where your kids can get their hands dirty. You don't need to wear gloves, but this is a good snack. Blake and I probably have one of these bars for dessert tonight. What do we have for dinner already, Blake?
We have pizza.
Pizza.
This is Pizza Friday.
So this is our Pizza Friday that we do. Sorry you guys didn't get to film that. We supported small businesses tonight, and we reached out to Avondale Pizza. Had a nice little pizza from there. So, so Blake and I are going. That big glove is messing you up, man.
I know.
All right, so Daddy's gonna show you a quick trick.
My fingers don't reach to 10.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna show you a trick, and I'm actually gonna let you come over here to the food processor in just a minute. All right. So you keep working, and then Daddy will get the rest of the peanut butter. All right, so go ahead. Yeah, there you go. That's how you scoop it, boy. All right.
Yeah.
Get all that off of there. No waste, no waste. All right. So I'm gonna get that in. But like I said, some of you may have a food processor at home. Some of you don't. If not, you can actually chop this up by hand if you wanted to. And it would take a while, but you can do that as well. All right, Blake. So a little cool trick that you can do with that, all right, is to use 2 spoons. You're almost there. All right, good job. All right, go ahead and let's get those gloves off here. Daddy's gonna help you.
So
Like I said, parents, this is a cool, pretty quick. Like I said, it's gonna have to chill in the fridge or the freezer for about 15 minutes just to set up because the peanut butter, don't. It's okay. All right, you need to go wash your hands. Go wash your hands. All right, the peanut butter. Yeah, you can go there, buddy. All right, the peanut butter and the honey maple syrup mixture needs to set up. So because it's going to be warm and that's what's going to hold everything together, you're going to want that to re-solidify. So you can use any type of nut butter here. We're using the peanut butter, chocolate peanut butter. You can use the cashew butter and almond butter. Anything works, whatever you have around the house will be perfect. All right, so we got that done. While Blake's washing his hands. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get this scooped in, Blake, and I'll let you do the food processor when you come back, okay?
I'm about to.
So, and Blake and I love chocolate. That's why we chose to go with this chocolate peanut butter tonight. So, our setting is just on low, and you can also use, let me tell them one more thing. So our setting for our heat is on low, and we're just gonna let that set up for about 5 minutes until the peanut butter starts to melt a little bit. And once it does, then you can go ahead and we can get that going. All right, so Blake's gonna start the food processor. I'm gonna start chopping Blake and I are using cashews. That's one of our favorite nuts. Blake, what are some other nuts people can use?
Peanuts.
Peanuts?
Walnuts.
Walnuts.
And what else?
What else? What does Daddy eat?
Pistachios.
Pistachios, yeah, man. All right, so we have all those type of nuts you can use. Go ahead and turn it on. So we're gonna let that go for about 1 minute, just to get it chopped up. This is part of the glue that's gonna hold everything together in our granola bar. So that's cool if that happens. If not, you can always turn it off. Right? Give it a little knock. All right? Or you can take the lid off. Hold on, buddy. Take the lid off. Right? We scoop it down. Yeah, definitely don't want to open the lid while it's turned on. All right? So this is actually really good. It took on a lot of the liquid, so you can do it while they're still dry, but it won't do it for you. So you kind of want that little bit of residual water in there to kind of help you out. Hold on, buddy. Get the lid back on. All right? So we're just gonna get that here. Like I said, this is pretty quick and easy. You can use dates, craisins, raisins, whatever you want to use. You can do that as well. All right. So I'm gonna get this back on. He's gonna do it for about another 30 seconds, and I'm gonna tap some cashews. There you go. Let's see a little step.
No, still not done.
Still not doing? That's all right. Keep going. Okay, good job. Don't break my food process. Mommy or grandma will have to get me to do it. Yeah.
Wait. Should I do it again?
No, that should be good, bud. We should be good. All right.
One more spoon.
Actually, I want you to give the peanut butter and honey a stir over there. All right, so we're using about 2 cups. You can do about 1 to 2 cups. All right, hold it with your left hand. Hold the pan. It's not hot. Hold that with your left hand.
It's not. You turn off the heat.
It's not too high. I got it on low. All right, so we're using cashews. Like I said, you can use any nuts you want. Blake gave you a list of other nuts that you can use. Blake, what are some of those nuts that they can use?
Peanuts, walnuts.
Keep going. Okay, it's a little warm. Okay. Peanuts, walnuts, what else?
And pistachios.
Pistachios. What about almonds? Can we use almonds?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so we're using cashews. Like I said, it's our favorite.
That's this good?
Keep going a little bit, bud. All right, so we got roasted, unsalted cashews. And like I said, this is a chance for you to incorporate whatever you want in here. If you want to do salted and make like a salted peanut butter style, you can do that as well. We're doing, like I said, just roasted unsalted cashews. Just giving them a rough chop. You having fun? Keep going, man. Keep going. Okay. Let it get all mixed in.
Then can I lick the spoon?
You can lick the spoon after Daddy gets everything mixed in together. Okay. Off camera, of course. Nobody wants to see you do it. All right. So it's just a little rough chop. You can do this with any knife. A knife doesn't have to be crazy sharp, but you always want to work with a sharp knife. All right. Go ahead and cut the heat off, bud. Right there. Okay. All right. Good job on that. And I think I did pretty good on those cashews. What do you think? And you can leave them whole. One way to prevent having to do this is buying the pieces or the half, so you don't have to do that. All right. So you think I did a good job?
Yes, I did.
All right. So we're gonna get our large mixing bowl. And one thing, it looks like my assistant is trying to get. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and get those cashews dumped in. All right. And with that, we're gonna add about 2.5 to 3 cups of our oats. I have a combination of quick cook as well as whole rolled oats in here. So I'm gonna get those mixed in, Blake. So if I have 1 cup, how many more do I need to get? 3? 2 more. All right, good job. Homeschooling has been working for you. So,
and school.
And you knew that, yes, from school, from a while ago. All right, and I just went a little bit over. I'm gonna go ahead and just go ahead and do the rest. Now, not quite, but good job. Good job keeping it. I appreciate that. All right, so we got our cashews. Nothing was in there. It's okay. All right, we got our cashews and we got our oats in here. So we're just gonna mix that around a little bit. All right, with our hand, so you can kind of see that there. All right, now, Blake, I want you. Daddy's gonna take this off, and parents, this is where you want to help out. Get the blade out first, right? Safety measures.
What is the sharpest part?
Which is the sharpest part. Very good. All right, and then Blake, I want you to use your spatula. You see how Daddy's holding it, and I want you to scrape all that into here. Yes. All right, so you go ahead and hold it with your left hand and with your right hand, and go ahead and get that scrape. Daddy's going to move the food processor out the way.
Smells good.
Smells good. All right. All right, get all the sides up there too. All right, so you see that? That's just your peanut butter. That's the oil in the peanut butter, right? And then you got the honey and the maple syrup. So I did that. Good job. And let me show you a trick because Daddy still has his gloves on. All right.
Exactly.
So you scrape that like that. Like I said, what's your best tools in the kitchen? Your hands. Yes. All right. So these, Blake, these craisins that we use, and we added water and let them soak and all that. That helps to give it our granola bar some moisture. All right, so we got some good moisture from that because it held on to some of that water. All right, smell good? All right, good. All right, so we're almost done, bud.
Like the real
We're almost done. All right, so I want you, Blake. Daddy's gonna mix. I want you to pour in some chocolate chips.
How many?
What do you think?
100.
You're gonna count 100. Just pour some in. It's already open up there. Okay.
Or probably whole box.
Go a little bit more. Nice. Perfect. All right. Nope.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna get this in. Let me get that moved.
See that?
All right, so we're pouring in the chocolate, peanut butter, honey maple syrup mixture here.
No.
All right. Go to the sink and enjoy, but don't do it while you're on the camera. Okay. All right, don't let it spill either. Ready, set, go. All right, so parents, this can be a snack for you too. So this is something I found in the store.
Is it fresh?
Huh? Go ahead, bud. It's gonna be a little warm. All right, so these are Nestle Toll House, which is not a sponsor for us yet. Nestle Toll House espresso morsels. It actually has roasted coffee and cocoa in here, so pretty good. I'm gonna add a few. He drinks the bottom of my coffee anyway, so I'm gonna get a few in there just to have them. All right, yep, you're good. Make sure you wash your hands. All right, so we have everything in. All right, everything's incorporated. You're gonna get that mixed around. Now what we have here is a little half foil pan that I lined with plastic. You can do it in a loaf pan, you can do it in a cake pan, whatever you wanna do. I'm gonna give it a spray with some plastic just because Like I told you guys the other week, the pan spray doesn't really have any flavor to it. So we're gonna get that mixed in. All right, so you just give it a real good mix. All right, make sure your honey and your maple syrup gets incorporated into everything. Right, so you want to get all your oats off the bottom. All right, so we'll come over here and show you guys. All right, get all your oats off the bottom. Good stir, almost like making cookies, right? Except for these aren't going to be baked. These are going to be refrigerated and then they'll be done. All right, so whenever you're done, buddy, looking at spatula, you can come back on and join us here at Chef and Son.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. All right, don't forget to wash your hands.
Okay.
All right. So, like I said, homeschooling, cabin fever. We're doing what we can, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you guys are having a good time with it as well. No one's going crazy yet. All right, so get that in. And we're gonna get everything into our pan. You can separate this into multiple pans if you want. I'm gonna do one because I like a little bit of girth, a little bit of thickness to my granola bar. Yes, please. What else would you do with it? No, you would not put it back over here. All right, so our granola bar is gonna be kind of thick. I could probably divide it up into 2 pans, but why do that, you know? All right, so Blake, you're done. Thank you. We're gonna have real granola bars in a second. You really clean that. I don't know if I need a dishwasher anymore.
Yeah, I'll clean it.
All right, no, it's okay, son. Go ahead and wash your hands and come on back. I said I don't think you cleaned it pretty good with what you were doing over there. So thank goodness you didn't do all that on camera.
Okay.
People would think I didn't feed you. All right, so just really press that down. And parents, this is something that your kids can do. Mine is busy licking chocolate spatulas. Can't blame them. I do the same thing.
That's how you get clean spatula.
That's how we get a clean spatula, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so unfortunately, I don't have the kitchen magic for you guys tonight to pull one out the fridge that's already done. You know we like to do things live and have fun with you guys, so we actually are pretty much done. We'll come back with a short video later and let Blake review the granola bars. But really, it's just pressing them down from here with gloves, right? Because it's ready to eat food. If you don't have gloves, I understand because we are trying to help out our healthcare workers. I'm a chef, so I happen to have a few boxes because I like to work clean.
And I'm a junior.
And you're a junior chef, right? All right, so I'll show you guys this real quick. This is how it sets up. So that's it right there. We're gonna get it in the fridge. It doesn't have to be perfect. You can use the bottom of a glass or a spoon, rolling pin, something like that to press it down if you want to.
How about we make circles?
Circle granola bites.
When we cut them.
Okay, all right, so
with my little cup.
we can use this cup or we can use a biscuit cutter. So those are a couple of different things. Great idea, buddy. Come back
To
in.
make them circle.
Come on
Or
back.
triangle.
All right, let's slow down. I know you guys are working on shapes in class, but we're gonna go with circles. Triangles, we'll see. We'll see. What type of triangle? You don't remember? What about when it crosses like this? We have been teaching, I promise, ladies and gentlemen. Intersecting.
Intersected.
All right, and then we have a right triangle when we have that perpendicular.
Perpendicular.
So, anyway,
Parallel.
thank you guys, and parallel the lines. Good job. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. Hopefully you guys have a great weekend. Stay inside, stay home, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a pleasure cooking for you guys. Blake, come on, say bye to the people.
Bye.
Love you guys. We'll see you next time. Be blessed. Chef and Son, out.
How'd I do?